Hello and welcome to the Youth Corner on Ardua Veritatem. Our topic for discussion today is what I title Beyond Limitations. I'd like to begin with a beautiful quote by Marianne Williamson in her book titled A Return to Love. She wrote, "Our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. It is our light and not our darkness that most frightens us. We ask ourselves, who am I to be brilliant, gorgeous, talented, fabulous? Actually, who are you not to be? You're a child of God, and your playing small does not serve the world. There is nothing enlightening about shrinking so that other people won't feel insecure around you. We are meant to shine as children do. We were born to make manifest the glory of God that is within us. And it's not just in some of us, it's in everyone. And as we let our own light shine, we unconsciously give other people permission to do the same. As we are liberated from our own fear, our presence automatically liberates others. Our dear friends in Christ, Columbus discovered America while searching for a route to India. He chose to use every opportunity at his disposal to look for a route to India, and eventually, he found the world's greatest country. What this should immediately tell us is that our lives are not determined by what happens to us, but by the choices we make. Living beyond one's limits could sometimes be a frightful and seemingly unending journey. Instead of feeling the joy, the happiness, and the fulfillment of living beyond our limits, you feel exhausted, depressed, and empty. We refuse to let go of our past and foresee a brighter future. We accept our limits and tell ourselves, I cannot do it. Oftentimes, we tend not to see beyond the present, beyond our eyes. We soak ourselves into the happenings of the present that we cannot even envision the future. We do not see ourselves rising above others, taking on great roles and positions in life, and thus we become the biggest enemy to achieving our greatness in life. More often than not, we use our God-given intelligence and creativity to keep ourselves bound and barricaded to our comfort zone. We get stuck to our old way of thinking and doing things. We are unable to break new grounds. We are able to break through those boundaries we've set for ourselves. But the gospel which this video aims at preaching is that we can get beyond our limits. The Bible tells us in Amos chapter 3 verse 3, that can two walk together if they do not agree? In order to go beyond our limits, our first task is to establish a communion with God. We must have a deep connection with God, asking Him for directions in our day-to-day experiences and allowing Him to take the front seat always. We must learn to resign to the will of God, just as the Blessed Mother did when she said, "Thy will be done." We must learn to write down our plans, our dreams, our goals, and our aspirations. Always have a big picture of what you hope to be in the following years to come, how you want your life to be, and begin to work earnestly towards it. Do not just sit in your room and write them in paper. Put them into action. Make the necessary sacrifices that will aid the achievement of this set goal or dream, for there will be no crown without a cross, and there will be no gain without a pain. It was Socrates who once said, "An unexamined life is not worth living." Take time every day to examine yourself. Keep a daily appointment with yourself, and during this time, evaluate how well you have worked towards your dream. Question your limitations. Question those negative thoughts. Tell yourself always that you can do this. Have a daily conversation with yourself and talk to yourself about soaring beyond your limitations. Take on new challenges beginning with yourself. You must learn to challenge yourself to do bigger and better things on a regular basis. Work on your weaknesses, those things that push you back and forth, and overcome them. For in order to reach your dream, you will, you shall, and you must push past your limits and your comfort zone. The biggest room in the world is a room for change. And so I challenge you today. Break all your limits and go past them to create a life of your choice. For all your limitations exist in your mind. Train your mind to always think the positive and never succumb to the pressure of life. You see, when you walk an unknown path, your steps in the moment creates a path in the future. And you may not see the path ahead, but as you journey on, you will see the future you have created for yourself.